Can we just talk about how Bernardo is mourned at the fight at the Rumble in West Side Story? Of course, I haven't seen every stage version of it, though I've seen a few. And what happens is, well, let's talk about what the scene is. The two fighting factions have a fight, have a battle, and two people end up dead. The leader of the Jets, Riff, and the leader of the Sharks, Bernardo. Everybody clears out except Tony, because Tony has killed Bernardo because Bernardo has killed Riff, Tony's best friend. But Bernardo is also Tony's prospective brother-in-law. So it's a lot going on there. And Tony's is a crime of passion. So he's a Jekyll and Hyde type character who's nice for the most part and has become a pacifist, but in certain scenarios, his violent past just comes out at the worst moments, apparently. So he still has a lot to deal with. So what they do is sometimes have Tony care about both dead bodies, like grieve over both dead bodies. Though I've seen many stage versions where the actor Tony, who plays Tony, is directed to only grieve over his best friend Riff. So Bernardo's body is just there in the cold, and it always irks me that happens. But in the 1961 movie version, though, he grieves over both men. Tony, obviously has killed for revenge, to revenge his buddy Riff, and he does grieve over the body. And at the same time, he is directed to scream the name Maria, which is the name of his secret girlfriend and Bernardo's sister. But he said, Maria! And then he just kneels, he just sort of plops to his knees in front of the dead body of Maria's brother. And as if to say, what have I done? And it also harkens back to his song, Maria, early on when everything's going well, where he just met this girl named Maria, and when it say it loud and there's music playing, say it soft, and it's almost like praying me like to the Virgin Mary. So when he references the name Maria over this dead body, what is he doing there? Is he calling the name of his girlfriend, or is there something else going on there, or guilt, trying to, in his own way, find some atonement for his crime of passion and murder? I don't know, but I do appreciate the fact that they do have him mourning the loss that he created, and it's a very powerful and poignant moment. Now, I like the 2021 version though too, because they do something a bit different. They have Tony cradling Riff, his best friend, and then they make sure that Chino stays behind to cradle Bernardo, which I think might even be much better, because if Bernardo still has some consciousness, at least he's being cradled by somebody who loves him, somebody who's on his team, someone who's familiar, and that will be the last face he sees. If he's still conscious in any sort of way, which is doubtful because he kind of bled out. Anyway, so I do appreciate what they did with having Chino there to be the last person around Bernardo, because he always seems like a character that's just treated so coldly by the script, because certainly the two women in his life, no matter the iteration, are directed to completely go through the 5 stages of grief in a quick succession and do things that are completely antithetical to what their character tends to do, especially Anita. But anyway, at least Chino is that character that has the appropriate level of frustration over Bernardo's death, and he's consistent with it. Now, I don't agree with what he does with his frustration, which is revenge and killing Tony, but I like that he is somebody who says he loves Bernardo and continues to do so. They allow him to continue to do so, but then again, he sort of pays for being so loyal. It's an interesting, complicated thing, but I do like the way that the 2021 version ends up comforting Bernardo at the end, because he doesn't always get that treatment.